Alright, I'm gonna try to make this video one more time. It keeps not making my video. Anyway, so I wanted to do a review of The Walking Dead, the episode Clear. I think it was episode 312, of course. You already know what happened because you watched the show just like I do. So let's talk about the important stuff, which is the return of Morgan. That's number one. Also Michonne and Carl bonding, and of course at the end of the episode, Michonne and Rick and the poor little hitchhiker. That was so sad. So anyway, let's fast forward to Rick and Morgan. This episode was absolutely epic because Morgan is back. Morgan made such an impression on us from way at the beginning of season 1 that we have been waiting and waiting for Morgan to come back. Honestly, I gave up hope. I didn't think he would be back because it's been a while. And I didn't even realize he was that close to where they were. But then again, we don't know how far they had to drive to get into town. So basically at this stage of the game, Morgan is a little, he's a little off, but understandably so. I mean, he lost his wife first, then his son, as we found out while he was talking to Rick, by the wife. How unfortunate is that? The mother actually took out the son. So, Morgan, I guess he's too scared. I don't know. It seemed like he would try to kill himself, but I guess, if he's religious, whatever, he can't do that. So he feels like right now his purpose on earth is to, looking crazy, is to clear out all the zombies, as many as you can, and maybe even a few humans too. So yeah, he's gone down that road. He's been isolated. He hasn't had the luxury of having a group of people with him like Rick. And I think Rick now is like, I think he sees Morgan as that mirror that he needed to see where he could possibly end up at the end of this road if he doesn't pull it together and stop seeing Lori and stop seeing Shane. And though I don't mind him seeing Shane, I love Shane. So anyway, I think Morgan is that mirror, like he's seeing, his downfall. And of course, Morgan, again, like I said before, doesn't have the luxury of having a group of people around him. He's isolated. He has nobody and nothing. The only thing he has that comforts him is to, get rid of these zombies, burn them out until they don't exist anymore, and set up traps and stuff like that. So he has been quite busy. He had a nice little food supply there too, as well as the guns. I don't even know where he got the rest of the guns. Possibly from the people who maybe happen to come upon his booby trap land. So, over time, he's probably accumulated, a lot of weapons, obviously. So, it took a while for him to realize who Rick was. It seemed like he didn't know who he was, or I wasn't sure if he didn't know who he was, or he was just like, I don't even care anymore. Like, you never answered the radio, to get you, okay? But it seems like, as we find out, that he really didn't recognize Rick until Rick started saying, you remember me, you saved my life, here's the radio I gave you, and so on and so forth. And that was so sad when Rick found the radio, because he realized, Morgan took this radio from the house, from where he left him, to wherever he's held up in this little 3-flat now. And so, and Rick realizing that Morgan didn't have anyone. So that was very, very sad. And let me see, what else? He said, so Rick's trying to get him to come back with him, and I'm thinking, like, Rick, when do you plan on telling him that you're at war with another town nearby who has about 75 people to your 10? Okay, well, now 11 if you bring more. I don't know how many it is of them, but you know what I'm saying? Like, when were you gonna tell Morgan, like, dude, yeah, by the way, we're at war, so prepare to shoot and kill, and which I'm sure is not a problem for Morgan at this point, but still, you're making it seem like you got this great thing going on at the prison. But I think his need, him to try to make up for not steadily broadcasting on the radio, and also for him trying to what's the word? trying to bring Morgan back to reality, because Rick is seeing that this could be him, and he would want somebody to pull him back, like Hershel's been doing. Hershel's been trying to pull him back. So yeah, but Morgan's like, yeah, I'm staying here. If you had a good thing, you wouldn't be trying to get guns. And if you got a good thing, you're trying to get guns, that means somebody's trying to take it. So I don't think so. Good point, Morgan. Okay, so that was their thing. Then we fast forward over to Michonne and Carl. And Carl, as we find out later, he needs to get this picture. He wants to get this picture of himself and his mom and Rick, his dad, to show to Judith. But of course, he was going to run up in this little bar with all these dormant zombies. And, Michonne stopped him, and they decided to wheel in the little rats on the skateboards. And as you can see, there were a lot of zombies in there just sitting around chilling. They came out the kitchen. They were under the bar. And they ran on up out of there, and Carl lost the picture. And then, Michonne was like, wait here, not gonna get it. So she went to go get it. And from that moment on, they formed a bond, a connection. Also, sorry. And she got some really ugly cat thing, but it was cute. The whole scene was cute with her and Carl. So I really liked that, because I really appreciated them bringing, Michonne finally into the fold, finally giving her some lines so, we can actually like her. Sorry. And, so yeah, at the end of the day, Morgan ain't going. It looks like they're going to keep Michonne in the group, which is great. The hitchhiker died, the one from the beginning, and that was pretty sad. But at least they got the backpack. He might have some food, he might have some weapons. They'll find out, I'm sure. And Morgan's gonna stay there in Booby Trap Town and take them all down. But I hope that they bring him back. I hope that maybe when the governor is about to kill Rick, because it's gonna happen, and not that he's gonna kill him, but it's gonna get to that point. But hopefully Morgan will come in and maybe save the day or something like that. And then Morgan will go out, because of course they're not gonna have Tyrese and Morgan on the show. But that's another video, okay? So yeah, so that was it. So that's my review. I'll be back next week with another one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.